All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Today our topic about Quranic miracles as they claim, and it's called mathematical miracle. And I made many videos, but still people they say as they never saw before a video of mine about this topic. Always when we say a miracle, it is something nobody can do. I think we have to agree on that, right? Otherwise, it's not a miracle. So when the Muslim, they say to us, if we review what they call scientific miracle, before we go and discuss if it's true or not, but when the Muslim, they say to us that this is a scientific miracle, I love, because what is scientific and what is miracle about it? As an example, they say that the word day in the Quran mentioned 365 times, which is absolutely a fraud and false. We can show you in a second. But let us say for the sake of argument, this has happened. Well, I can make a book, have the word day 365 times. The word night 365 times. I mean, it's silly, it's stupid. So this cannot be considered a miracle if it is true as they're counting, because anyone can do that. However, even this is a fraud. And let me show you actually how the Muslims, they help us always to expose their God. The word day appear in the Quran 365 times, but the Quran and the God of Islam does not go by the sun year. He go by the lunar. So how Allah, he mentioned in the Quran that the word day 365, but he is taking the wrong calendar for the calculation. Are you getting my point? Please invite your friends, because YouTube have a problem. I don't know, like maybe they are hiding my channel on purpose. I have tens of thousands of subscribers, and there is no way only 160. Actually, it was like 9 people only. They've been informed about the broadcast. So obviously there is something fishy there. So to make it simple, if really true that the word day appear in the Quran 365 times, that means Allah is a fool and he chose the wrong calendar, which is the lunar calendar. You know, if you go in the Quran, you will find chapter 9, verse number 36. And this is the Muslim translation. Verily the numbers of months with Allah is 12 months. The fact it doesn't say months. It says the word shahr. The word shahr, for those who do not know, in Arabic today is used as a word mean month, true. But the word shahr is an Aramaic word. Aramaic and Hebrew mean moon. So the year for Allah is a 12 moon. And all the Muslims agree that Muslims follow the lunar year, which is the 12 moon. So if Allah, he announced that he is a moon guy, he followed the moon calendar, then you say to me in your website that the word day appear in the Quran 365 times, that means your God is a joke. Now, let us put this into test. Does really the word day appear in the Quran 365 times? We will see if this is true or not. You see here, because they cannot now play games, because they said the word yawm. So we are going to search for the word yawm in front of you in Islamic website. I have nothing to do with it. Whatever the answer will be, we will take it. This is search.com, Muslim website. I will type the word yawm in Arabic. This is the word yawm. I will choose search exact phrase, which means exact word. And let us see, the number will come. 211 times the word yawm. Let us see any word. Any word. Let us zoom out a little bit. So now we will go to any word, which means any word like have to do with the word yawm, which means a day, is going to appear. 415 times. So how the Muslims, they come with the calculation that it is appearing in the Quran 365 times? Obviously, it is a fraud. As simple as that. And the same goes for everything. Everything they have there is a fraud. Look at this. The word day, number of occurrence 30 days, 30 times. Okay, what is the word days? But they say ayyam, yawmain. Okay, let us put the word ayyam. We start with the first one. Let us see how many times will appear. Maybe 30 days, we will see. Okay. Ayyam. I will type the word ayyam. "28 verses, any word. If we make it the exact phrase, 20 times. Fraud again. And here you notice with me something very funny and very silly about what they say in the website. Because look, they said the word yawm appeared 365 times, and we prove that this is false. And then they say the word ayyam and the word yawmain, which mean 2 days. So why you are calculating the word ayyam and the word yawmain? And if we mention here, if just to go with their lie, if the word yawm appear 365 and the word ayyam appear with the word yawmain appear 30 times according to their calculation, that means this is the 395 times for the word days to appear. So why Allah is making such a mistake? So it's just a joke, it's just a fraud, it's a garbage. Now, here they say the word day appear is 475 times. What? Hold on. The word day 400 is 470 times, 75. Isn't you just say that the word day appear 365? Look, we saw that the singular day, yawm, is mentioned 365 times. And the plural of it is 30 times in the Quran. To use the diversities of the word day is 475 times. This is their calculation. If you continue here, just to show you, then they say the diversities of the word year, sana, sinin, are mentioned 19 times. Let us see if this is true or not. Mentioned 19 times. Okay, I will type the word sana. "13 times. To cut the crap, as an example, they say to you the miracle of number 19. And they go and they calculate for you the chapter of Al-Fatiha. And they say the chapter of Al-Fatiha contains 19 letters. This is Al-Fatiha. And they start calculating numbers of letters. But the fact, this is a fraud again. Why? Because you see in Arabic, those things can work only with those who do not know Arabic. The word bism is not exist in Arabic. We have nothing in Arabic, it's called bism. You see this word here? It's not exist. This is the fabricators of those who made the Quran after Muhammad. Because it is hard to recite it in Arabic when you want to sing the Quran, so they decide to take off the alif. Here there's an alif. Alif means A, letter A. So here there's a letter, it's called alif. I will put it in Arabic. Now my keyboard, I don't have an Arabic keyboard, so I'm, you know, it's not like I have a perfect keyboard for writing Arabic. I have, like, let's say, the virtual thing. BSM. Actually, let me show you the correct way it's written, because now it's not correct this way. Let me show you how it's written correctly. If I go right now to the Quran, here you will see how many times the word ism appear, but we will show it specifically as exact phrase, so we don't waste our time to search for the word. Do you see how the word be ism appear? There's alif. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is the same word. This is the correct writing. So the first verse in the Quran written wrong, and the reason they wrote it this way, because they don't want to pronounce the alif. They want to make it easier for recitation, for singing. So they corrupt the word of their God, and they change the Arabic language just for the sake of singing the Quran. So the number 19 miracle is gone, because here we go, just by doing this we have 20 letters. Now let us go back. We are not done. Are we done? No, we are not. Just to show you how silly they are. In Arabic, each time you see this sign, you see it here in the top of the letter. I will highlight under the letter. In the top of it, there is this sign which is look like this. In Arabic, this one is called shadda. What shadda mean? Shadda, you extend. Why we extend the pronunciation? Why? Because there is two letters here. So Ar-Rahman, the letter Ra, it is two R, not one. So here we will have additional, not only one letter, we will have two R. R and R. This is what shadda do. The number now not only became 20, now we have 22. The miracle of number 19 is destroyed. But hold on, we just jump Allah. Allah have a shadda too. Do you see it here? This is a shadda, the same letter. You see it? And this is letter L. So now we have two more letters to add. So we have L plus L. And hold on, we miss another Ra. If you look here, you will see that we have another shadda. That means we have two R again. The miracle of number 19 became shish kebab. R plus R. And I challenge any Muslim to say it's not true. Actually, there is a video made by the guy, his Nu'man Khan, and you will see Nu'man Khan is speaking about words in Quran. You can read them, supposedly it's a miracle. You can read them in both directions, like from the left to the right and from the right to the left. And you will see in his video how he is counting the Ra, the letter Ra, twice. Why? Because there's a shadda. So the Muslim, they can say a Christian prince is making things up. So what is the miracle number 19? It's gone. It is a fraud. Literally, it is a fraud. And if this is wrong, the whole calculation for the rest is wrong too. Don't change my topic, please. I want people to be focused. Why you are asking me about Al-Imam Al-Mahdi when we are talking and the title is about the mathematical miracle of the Quran? Are we suffering from the flight of thoughts like Muhammad? Be mature, be adult. The topic is Corona. We talk about Corona. We don't talk about macaroni. So, because the Muslims are so desperately trying to find the miracle in the Quran, so they fabricated this. Otherwise, Muhammad, he should say, okay, calculate the numbers of the letters, see how amazing they are. You know, Muhammad don't know, you know. The one who break the Quran to you, he is the last one to know. The same one, he is the last one when his wife, she was sleeping with the guy, his name is Safwan. He is the last one to know. However, as long Allah is so good in mathematics as the Muslims claim, how come Allah don't remember how many days He needed to create the earth? As an example, Allah in the Quran, He repeated Himself many times saying that He created the earth and the heaven in 6 days. In what? In 6 days. You see it? في 6 أيام. Chapter 7, verse number 54. Okay. Allah, He created the earth and the heaven in 6 days in those verses. But in different verses, Allah, He created the earth and the heaven in 8 days. Let us read together. Now the Muslims, they try to fight this back, and they say, oh, it doesn't say that, CP, this is wrong understanding, CP. No, you see, the verses are so clear, and there is no way to misunderstand them. In chapter 41, verse number 9, the mathematic of Allah is screwed up. Do you verily disbelieve in Him who created the earth in 2 days, and He set up rival in worship with Him? Here, by the way, you will see the stupidity of the logic of the one who is talking. And I will explain to you why. If I say to you, are you denying the one who created the earth in 2 days? As if I have a proof that he did that. You know what I mean? To make it simple, imagine I claim that I am God. And then somebody, he don't want to believe that I am God. So I say to him, are you denying the one, which is me, who created the earth in 2 days? So the statement here is officially stupid. Because do you have any way, any proof that you created the earth in 2 days? Secondly, the Muslim, they say, if Allah, He wants something to happen, He say B is going to be. So what you are saying, it took Him 2 days. Are you saying that Allah took Him 2 days to say the word be? So He was saying be, come tomorrow, be. Where is the word be? And it was. The Quran itself admitting that Allah took Him 2 days to create the earth only. And then He continued. And He placed on the earth mountain above it, which is stupid to say, because the mountains are not something placed in the top of the earth. So the God of mathematics, he need to go to school to learn that mountains are not rocks. God put them in the top of the earth. They are from the inside the earth, not the opposite. And He pleased it and measured therein the distance in 4 days. The Muslim, they say to you, hold on, no. Here those 4 days is including those 2 days. Anyone can be convinced with this? No. Because if those 4 days are including those, then he should say, you know, I created the earth and everything in it in 4 days. But he did not say that. He said, I created the earth in 2 days. And I did this in 4 days. What he did? The mountains and the systems and everything in it in 4 days. So now we have already 6. Then he continues saying that then he went to the sky and he made them 7 skies in 2 days. The total is 8. So how this can be a scientific miracle? That this God, he do not know how many days he created the earth. Not only that, if you compare between chapter 41 and chapter 79, you will see that here, and many Muslims actually left Islam debating me about this topic, and you can watch tons of videos how this chapter alone made them leave Islam. According to this verse, Allah, he finished everything in earth. And the last thing he created, it was the stars. In other verses in the Quran, chapter 79, it is the opposite. You can print if you want, if your screen cannot fit for both in the same time. And compare the 2 chapters. Read carefully. Are you more difficult to create, or the heaven he constructed? He raised it high, and he has equally ordered it. Its height he covered with darkness, so which means there's darkness and there's day. And it's forenoon, which means we have day now, we have the sun. And after that he spread the earth. And after that he brought forth the water. And after that he placed the mountain firm. And this is what he did. But if you go to the chapter, it's the opposite. Look, what is the last thing he placed? What is the last thing he did? He made the mountains. What was before it? He made the water and the grass. What was before it? He made the earth flat. What was before it? He made the day and the night. What was before it? He made the sky in order and he lifted up. Okay, let us go and see the order of this joke. In chapter 41, it says the following, that he created the earth in 2 days. And then he placed in the top of it mountain. But the other chapter saying the last thing he did is the mountains. And then he made the water. But in the other chapter, the water came before the mountains. And the grass and the trees. And then, stage number 4, Allah, he went to the sky and the sky was a smoke, which means there was nothing. And then he made them 7 skies. And then he made the light and the lamps. But in the other chapter, the light was first. Or was after, Muslims? Read carefully. Allah started with the light, chapter 79. Started with sky. He raised the sky. He made the day and the night. So the day and the night was created number 3, stage number 3, in the process of creating the sky. Until now he did nothing in the earth. And after that he made the earth flat. And after that he made the water and the grass. And after that he placed mountains. We go back for the slow one. Which one? Where is the mountain was? Allah, he created the earth in 2 days. Then after that he placed the mountains. So it was stage number 2. So in the other chapter, it was the last stage. Allah, he placed the mountain, and here is number 2. So how this can be God? You tell me. Any Muhammadan? The Muslim who is saying to me, fake shame on you. This guy Fahim, this coward, he called me in Skype and he played for me love songs. He's in love with me. This coward who have an adult picture, he called me in Skype playing for me love songs. He's like he's a prophet. He want to date men. Any Muslim? So the God who can count 365 days or 365 nights, stupid stories, lies, he doesn't even remember which one he created first. And not only that, the God of Islam is the God of poo-poo. Nobody can beat him in the poo-poo. Allah himself, he said in the Quran, supposedly Aka Muhammad, that he never sent a miracle. He never gave miracle to Muhammad.